So, of course, a lot, that this medal, this award signifies, conveys, and also shows where things stand currently between India and Sri Lanka, and of course also the kind of stature that Prime Minister Narendra Modi enjoys across the world, and of course in India's neighborhood in particular as well. Adit Kothari, Foreign Affairs expert, is joining us live. We also have Alok Mehta, Editorial Director of India News, live with us. Pathikrit Pain, geopolitical analyst, is joining the broadcast. Let me make a start with you first. Adit Kothari, what do you make of this honor that has been conferred upon Prime Minister Modi and what it signifies for ties between India and Sri Lanka?
So I think from an optics perspective there, it definitely sends out the signal that, here was a leader that was touted to be pro-China. There was a lot of, worrying noise that was made when he was actually elected, including, some coming in from the opposition leaders in India that, how are you going to now manage, India-Sri Lanka relations, because here is a leader who's known to be warming up to the Chinese. But all of those issues have now been dispelled, and it goes to prove that there's nothing more real than the geographic realities that we have. So I think somewhere or the other, even Anura Kumara, Dissanayake, he also understands that if he has to succeed as a leader, if he has to push his country forward, strong ties with India are quintessential to ensure that he can achieve those objectives and targets. So from an optics perspective, I think that's great. I think we've done fairly well. There were six serving ministers of the Sri Lankan government that were there to basically honor him and welcome Prime Minister Modi. Even when Anura Kumara Dissanayake sort of introduced Prime Minister Modi, the warm bonhomie that he spoke about, the fact that his first state visit was to India and his first international guest is also Prime Minister Modi, also testifies that it's a strong bond, and it will only improve Indian and Sri Lankan relationships. Also, what I think is momentarily very successful about this particular trip is, of course, the defense ties. It's the first major defense agreement that India has been able to ink with Sri Lanka, ever since 1987. So between 1987 and 1990, we all know, it was very strained relations between India and Sri Lanka, which is why Sri Lanka was actually deterring away from India into other camps. We've had multiple issues since then. We've had the Hambantota port issue. We've had the Chinese spy ship issue. But all of those now stand dispelled with confirmation by the Prime Minister himself, who says that he will not let either land or sea of Sri Lankan territory be used against India's national security concerns. So I think that's the big takeaway from you there.
Alok,